Good morning from Icy Strait Point, Alaska. I'm very excited today because we have a family scavenger hunt and unlimited gondola rides too.
That's our excursion for the day, and we are headed down for breakfast right now. But I think then after breakfast we're gonna head into the town, or like at least into the port area for a second. I would like to see if there's a place to get coffee, but I don't know if there is. I do know there's a brewery, but
Right.
And there's also a place that has king crab legs that I want to check out. So the time that you could get off the ship and go into the port area was 7:15. You don't have to be back to the ship until 8 p.m.
Right.
It's like a long port day, so we have time to kind of explore a little bit. I think we're gonna go do that.
So as we're on our way up to breakfast, I want to say thank you to Be Our Guest Vacations in collaboration with Disney for hosting us on this trip. Yeah, I'm excited. What do you think they have anything special today? Like they had the churro waffle the other day? Ooh, the special thing today is Mexican Hot Pockets inside of Cabanas.
So we're getting ready. We're almost done with breakfast, which, by the way, breakfast has been, there hasn't been any real new things on the line each day other than the, oh, thank you.
It was the churro waffles and then the Mexican Hot Pockets.
Yeah, but it's very similar to if you've eaten on like the Dream or the Fantasy, it's like the same thing as those cabanas. But while we were finishing breakfast, Jackson said, "Can I go to the kids club?" And I said, "You're gonna go to the kids club?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, we're gonna go ashore. So we won't, if you call us in like 20 or 30 minutes and say you want to come out, we won't be able to come get you. So can you stay in the kids club for at least a couple of hours?" And he said, "Yeah."
We'll see.
Wow. What a like momentous occasion.
You know what it was?
What?
Video game.
Well, it was like an iPad game. What was the game? But what do you do in the game? Oh, he gives a crocodile a bath.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like... You okay? Oh, you have to get the water working? The water from the ducks to give your crocodile a bath. So it's not like a video game.
Right.
It's like an iPad game, but
Let's go.
he's very excited.
One thing that I always thought was strange whenever we're on a cruise, they never really tell you where to go to get off the ship. Like, we go to level 1 to get, well, this is neat. This is a watertight door. Look at that. But yeah, we're going to level 1 to get off the ship. There's rooms down here. I gotta admit, with Jackson and the kids club, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm like, do we have everything? Where's Jackson? I was like, oh yeah, he's in the kids club. And also, they took my phone number just in case he wanted to get out early, so they could call me, because we are,
Wait, is this...
yeah, because we're in Alaska, so our cell phones work just fine. We have gotten off the ship and we are headed there. Look at this, Jen. Look at how thick the woods are. Like, when I see this, I just think about the first people that showed up here. Like the very first people that were like, let's go through these woods.
Yeah.
Like, how? How do you even do that?
You know, they probably met a few bears, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
This is like wild though, it's so beautiful. I think the thing that is the most strange feeling to me, because in Florida obviously it's very flat. So
There's like literally some people that work here just going through the woods right now.
oh,
I said that and I'm like, look, they're just doing it.
they're just doing it. But the clouds being so low in the trees, it looks so like haunting.
Right?
Like it looks kind of spooky, but like beautiful, like beautifully spooky.
That's what I said.
I love this.
I think when we go up the gondola, we have to go through those clouds.
Oh, that's amazing. I think Jackson's gonna really like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're just going to do some exploring around the port for right now. And then we have an excursion at 1:30. So we're going to try to get Oliver down for a nap around 11-ish.
So we have like 45-ish minutes. Let's walk over here.
Okay. They do have courtesy carts, too, for those that have mobility issues. They have a little crate on the backside that'll hold your wheelchair or your walker or whatever you need. The Disney Wonder. Celebrating her 26th year in service this October 3rd. Oh, a plane. Celebrating its 37th, I don't know, but you can imagine, maybe it's an old plane, maybe it's a new one, you never know. Look how clear the water is down there. That's really neat. It does look icy though, doesn't it? It just looks cold. Icy Strait Point Adventure Center. Duck Point Smokehouse Restaurant.
Different than the other like port areas, like in
Right?
the Caribbean. It's more, it feels so cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I was just telling Tim, I think I like this more than a Caribbean cruise.
Ooh.
It's very cool.
Oh yeah, this is the gift shop here. Oh, so we have to go through door number 1 for our excursion. Where's door number 1? There's door number 1 over there. Okay. Oh, so there's the gondola. Oh, those look familiar. They look an awful lot like a Skyliner.
So are you pretty close to the ground the whole time? Because you're going up a mountain, right?
Yeah. Let's go look. But this is the first free transporter, and then there's a second one that you have to pay extra to get even higher. Yeah, it doesn't look like you get too high up off the ground. About the same as Skyliner. Well, maybe a little bit lower than Skyliner.
I like that these stanchions are just like big, like logs.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
There's a nature trail over here too.
Oh yeah, there's also looks like ropes course almost in there. Also, listen to this music, but also be prepared that like this is a wilderness, you know? Like moss covered logs and stuff.
Those are the tips you come to the TimTracker for.
Be prepared. This is the wilderness. You know? I'm saying, like, dress accordingly. Don't wear your Louboutins out here.
Don't tell me how to dress.
Right?
I'm wearing my Louboutins.
Okay, you have?
No, I'm just
okay. Oh, it's coming right for me. Did you see that? Going down to the water. I gotta stick my hand in the water.
They have a little fire going.
Oh yeah, look at that little fire going.
So that's at the Duck Point Bar, which is where the loud music is coming from. But then you can come right behind the Duck Point Bar to this little beachy area.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do an Instagram post about moss-covered logs here. You think it'll? Oh, there's a bald eagle right there, right there.
Oh wow.
Flying over the water. What's it gonna do?
Maybe it's gonna find a fish.
Maybe. What in the world? So just to recap, without doing any excursions thus far, we've seen whales, we've seen seals, we saw a bald eagle, I had a crow fly right at my face. This is all magic. What is this? This is the Disney magic. So one of the things that Disney says about their Alaskan cruises is that you come to Alaska and you see the natural beauty of the land, and then you come back to the ship for like the comfort of Disney.
Oh yeah.
So like we're getting it right now. We're seeing the natural beauty. A bald eagle just flew by and it went caw. Look at these rocks too here on the shore. Wow, I gotta go feel the water because I wanted to feel how cold it was in the water. Oh yeah, that's icy. All right, I did it. I touched the water in Alaska. Hey Oliver, you walking on the beach? He said I'm gonna do it by myself. Whoa!
It's a little wobbly.
Man, Jen, I'll tell you what. This is a little bit of a bummer. Couldn't drive my forklift up here. Man. This is a whale statue that is way up high. That's right. That's a hole in the wood. There's like houses over here. I don't know. Ooh, wild. We're just like walking in front of people's houses. Christmas trees. Oh, it's the cemetery. Yes, sir. What's what? This is a flower.
You gonna smell it? What does it
So
smell
this is the cemetery right here too.
It's pretty big.
Right? I would love to know the history of this place.
I know, I don't know if you're allowed in there though.
Well, I'm not gonna go in there. Yeah. Maybe we can learn something about the place here in the museum. Whoa. King salmon. A lot of fishing stuff here. This is the Alaska flag was made or like designed by a 13-year-old kid in an orphanage named Benny. There's an old Willys here. It's a fire truck. Whoa. What is all this? That's like all kinds of pipe fittings and stuff. It is part of the museum, but I don't know what it all is.
Here's a whole shop full of salmon.
Oh, there it is.
Fish. Wow, that one looks very scary.
This is where they would clean and gut the fish here. Look, there's some fish guts right there. But this is the whole reason that this is here is because this is a cannery. So you can see the cans going around the top and the machinery for the cannery. I don't know what they're doing here, but they're really going at these fish, cutting them up, putting them into cans. An underwater viewer. What a good idea. And the whole cannery machines. The filler, the weigher, the patching table. Wow. The curler clincher. Probably where it puts the lids on. Oh yeah, you can see the lids are on here. And then the lids are fully wrapped around by the end of it. And then the labeler, the vacuum sealer. Cans are placed in racks and pushed into steam cookers called retorts. Are you allowed to bring those back on the ship?
I think if they're in here, you can. Can you not?
Well, I wouldn't want to plant Alaskan wildflowers in Florida. That doesn't seem correct.
Might not work.
Might not. I'll be your huckleberry.
Oh, I love these long shirts to sleep in. This reminds me of my grandma.
Yeah, right?
They're very comfortable.
Jen just said, oh, I like this one, and pulled it out. And then I said, what? I like this one. I don't do mornings.
It looks just like you.
What?
We need to get these.
Oh, jeez. I need like a one of those like old caps. Like
Oh,
a
yeah,
candle.
yeah.
They have a display of all the salmon labels.
Wow! Catch a fish.
That's a big fish.
A big fish.
A big fish. Well, I like this Comet brand one. That's really cool. You know, just down here, thinking I might go on the little nature trail over here. Warning, trail closed due to bear sighting. Whoa. That's cool, right? I'm glad that they do that though, just to make sure. All right, we came back on board the ship so that Oliver could have a little nap, just like a little one, because we have to be back on the land by 1:30 in order to do the excursion. I'm gonna go down and get Jackson and go get some lunch with him. So the neat thing about being on deck 6 is that the kids club is on deck 5, right here. So our room is like basically right there. I'm gonna go down one level, and the kids club would be right here, down one level. So people told me this would happen, but like Jackson went into the kids club and had a good time once, and now he is like begging to go into the kids club nonstop. So like we have 30 minutes before we have to like start getting ready to go back on shore to do our excursion, and he's like, can I go to the kids club? Can I go to the kids club? And I'm like, yeah, just, you only got 30 minutes though. So he's back in the kids club for 30 minutes. I came to Cove Cafe to get a coffee.
Don't forget to take a picture first before you drink the
Right?
coffee.
All right, the whole family is back together. And now we're headed down to 1 to get back off the ship again to go and do our family scavenger hunt excursion. What are you drinking, Jen?
You got me a coffee from the Cove Cafe. So the Cove
And-
Cafe in this ship is only in the adults area. So you had to go grab it while the baby was asleep.
Going back up. The tide has gone out quite a bit since we first came on. We saw a seal or something out here. The way that it was swimming though, it felt like very otter-like. I don't know how big a sea otter is though. It looked big.
I'm your guide today. Super happy to have you all here. There's a few goodies on the trail. It is one goodie per person, please. Everyone ready? And keep your eyes out for bears. I've heard on the radio that we have one in the area.
So you just got to keep looking, buddy. See how kids are finding them up there, Jackson? Oh yeah, do you see them up front? We found a bald eagle in the scavenger hunt. We scavenged for a bald eagle.
Well, they're big bags.
Did everyone see the whales over there? Did you see him, buddy?
The kids are all running to get octopus stuffies. He said, don't touch this devil's club.
That's these ones right here. Very, very similarly. This is called cow's parsnip.
Cow's parsnip? So they told us some plants not to touch, and now I'm really paranoid with Oliver. But we're staying right in the middle, so we'll be safe. Look at this. Did you guys find some bear tracks?
Oh, you found a bear?
Let's see. Put your foot next
Oh, we found a bear.
buddy.
We found a
That
bear.
is Cool.
Did you find a bear, Oliver? Wow.
Albert, where's your octopus?
In my hand. So they just told us the story of Huck-Tush, who was a native Alaskan here on the island, and there's a story about how he killed a giant octopus. Oh, Jackson, look on the sides, buddy. More scavenger hunts. Is it far enough down, or can you get it? Ooh,
Good job.
good job. Little chipmunks everywhere. You already have yours, Oliver, so let's leave it for the next person.
Leave that for the next person, okay?
Yeah, look at them. They put them in some easy spots for kids to get.
That it's very
Ooh.
safe. I eat it all the time. Can everyone see these?
You want to eat it? Eat it. They said that this is called deer heart, and it's good for you to eat, buddy. What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Give it a try.
Like plant.
How does it taste like? It tastes like a leaf. Tastes like spinach? Look at me eating a deer heart right here. This is a plant called deer heart. Tastes like a... Hard to even explain. What does it taste like?
It tastes like a leaf.
Tastes like a leaf. That's right. It does, but it has a very
Anyone
specific
else want to
flavor
try
to
some,
it.
guys? Don't be shy.
Almost like,
It's like a sweet pea taste. It's quite good.
yeah, sweet peas are almost like a sweet celery. Yeah. It's good. Jen says it tastes like snap peas. So they just told us that hemlock and spruce make up 80% of the trees in this forest. And this is the second largest rainforest in the world. They also gave us a way to determine is if the bark looks like strips, you say ham like bacon, and that's a hemlock. And also the top of it's very weak, so it kind of bows over. And if the bark looks like potato chips, then it's a spud, then it's a spruce. She was telling us about all the different moss and lichen and stuff like that on the logs here. Said that this was one of the names of this is the Alaskan starfish moss. And this is a lichen up here. And then this is another type of moss over here. We're passing underneath a ropes course here. See, there's some kids up there. There's a plant here that attracts flies.
It doesn't smell that bad.
So this one uses flies to pollinate, so it smells really bad to attract flies. She just said, I just heard on the radio that there's a bear sighting. They said to keep moving. Whoa. My goodness. That's a zip line, buddy. Let's see, buddy. There's Coda.
I guess this place reminded Coda so much of home, he just had to visit.
Oh, Coda bear.
Wow.
Ooh, there's a kiss.
He gave
There's
him
a kiss.
right?
That was a
Yeah.
nice kiss.
You want to take a picture?
Picture?
Oh, Oliver's trying to hold your hand.
Oh, that was so nice, buddy.
There you go.
All right, can I have a big smile?
Big smiles.
Oh, look at
Over here, this way.
Cheese. That was a good one.
So then they gave us some marshmallows and a s'mores kit. Have some s'mores afterwards. Getting ready to go up in the gondola. Very familiar looking system here.
Well, we're not as fast.
We're not as fast. We're going a little bit fast.
Oh, that's the other one. Oh yeah, look at that. It
You know what?
goes
It's,
straight
you
up the
look at
mountain.
the view up there going up.
Dad, did you know we're on the same line that we started on? Because the line's moving, not this.
I did know that. That's a great point, though. I'm proud that you knew that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So this is the kind of midway point. Oh look, this is where the other cruise ship docked. And Jackson's saying, let's go to the red one because we're going to the Sky Peak Gondola. This was the transporter gondola.
What are you going to see?
The world's largest zip rider and the departure den. This is Alaska's only high-speed gondola.
Getting up to its top speed.
Getting up to its top speed. Alaska's only high-speed gondola. And we are going up the mountain.
Wow.
Right there.
This might be too heavy.
Too heavy?
Uh-huh.
See how quiet it is? It's nice. No, it's not too heavy, buddy. I don't know. I'll look on my watch. Right now, it says that we're 144 feet above sea level.
What?
So the bottom of the cruise ship is 144 feet below us. And I'll tell you when we get to the top of that big line up there. There's the Princess Cruise Line behind us. There's another cruise ship out there. You can see the Disney Wonder way down there.
Wow, we're so high up.
This will give you guys a good idea of how far away we're looking here. That's a cruise ship way down there. But I think this was just a quick trip up here because there is a walking trail, but we have to get back to the cruise ship for 5 o'clock, 5:45 dinner. So I think this will be our only spot here is this overlook. Wait, the zip rider leaves from up here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I consider myself a fairly adventurous person. It might take a couple of deep breaths to take this zip rider down from this height, from 1,500 feet above sea level. Oof! People have stacked a bunch of rocks up here. Look at how complex they got.
Look at the princess.
Oh yeah. This is a cool thing that happened on my watch. Beyond 1,600 feet. At the crab house. Get an Alaska Krabby Bloody Mary. Here's the thing that's wild is we've been kind of in and out of the ship and on the island and it's going on 5 o'clock now. And during Caribbean cruises, we would be exhausted by this point. And we did a lot of stuff, but because it's not oppressively hot or just hot in general, pretty nice, right? I'm not as tired as I would be if we had gone on a Caribbean excursion.
I will tell you this. I have never sweat more in my life than after that gondola ride.
Oh, because it was a little bit.
My armpits were so sweaty.
I'm proud of you for doing it. So Jen was very concerned with the gondola ride, very nervous.
I would say if you're afraid of heights at all, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't. That's just my 2 cents.
But I'm proud of you for conquering your fear. If you ever wanted to know some insight into Tim, the thing that's so interesting to me is this. Oh, look, I see a sea star down there.
Where?
Straight down, there's a crack.
Oh, seas.
Do you see it?
There's stars in the sea.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's another one right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe not a bunch, but I see 2.
Wow, that's cool.
I see more.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch over there at the end of like the point of that thing. You see there's like 5 of them, 6 of them out there. Whole bunches.
When we were looking at the Christmas ornaments, there was one with sea stars all over it, and I was like, is this just like a generic Christmas ornament? Because I didn't know there were sea stars out here.
Oh yeah, there's lots.
Now it makes sense. Now I get it. It had like sea stars all over it.
Now we know. So now that we're back on the ship, we're headed to dinner at Tiana's place, and there's gonna be a live band up there playing for us. I think Lewis is gonna show up. He's trying to play the piano. Tiana presents the Crawford's Crooners, Sounds of New Orleans. All right, we've got a good view of the stage. What are we gonna get? Ooh, Louisiana hot crab dip. Wow. Oh, Alaskan smoked salmon. Oh. Regional inspirations, spinach, lobster. So what else can we get here? Jumbo shrimp, tom turkey, steak, honey parsnips. Okay, I might get this. Seared pork medallion sounds really good though. Fig and date ciabatta roll.
Do y'all like what I've done with your sugar bear? Me too. My daddy always said a little hard work, determination, and a dream you can believe in. You can do anything you set your mind to. And let me tell y'all, he was right about that. Now I want to know, who's ready to have some fun tonight at Tiana's place? Is everybody hungry?
Yeah.
The chef and I be cooking up some mighty fine features all afternoon. My daddy's recipes, of course. We got a Louisiana hot crab dip in the oven and a lime marinated jumbo shrimp with some jambalaya rice at the top. So, everybody, are y'all ready to dance? Well, please welcome to the stage my special friends, the Crawfish Crooners.
When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in.
So it's a bit loud in here for me to describe everything, but so this is the cheddar and bacon tart.
We got the hot crab dip.
Oh, and Jen's got the crab dip. Tiana's back. Where'd she go?
Well, speaking of jazz, look who just joined us. It's the trumpet player and Santa Claus. Man, we're just singing.
Jen, can you believe that earlier today we were out there on a trail that said that it was closed due to bear activity? And now we're in here with an alligator? But in all honesty, what an amazing like juxtaposition between being out there like in wildlife, like with dirt on our shoes, seeing bald eagles, seeing seals, whales, and then coming back here having live music and Tiana and Lewis. It's amazing. All right, I like that they don't call this the New York strip steak. They call it it's called like New York style or something like that. And then it's got potatoes in here, like layered potatoes. And then what do we got here? Some root vegetables.
I got the baked fillet of Bering Sea halibut with cream potatoes, sauteed fennel, and a light dill cream sauce. So this reminds me, there's a sea bass dish on the Fantasy in, I think it's in the Enchanted Garden. This reminded me of that, so I ordered
What do you think, Oliver? Oh, I forgot to show it. This was Naveen's flourless cake. Pretty good. There's Donald in his outfit. Like a big cow ram thing.
Oh no. It's up to artist interpretation.
I thought
I
it
ran
was
upstairs.
another
I'm out of breath. So after dinner, came back to the room, got the kids to sleep, and I am exhausted. I think I am also going to go to sleep. Right now I'm walking up to fill up the water bottles at the water fair, at like the soda fountain upstairs, and then going back down and going to bed. It was a fantastic day. Like, I really enjoyed the excursion that we did. Also liked how long we were at port. I like that it was like an all-day thing. We could go and get off the ship, then come back on, eat lunch, go and get off again. I also don't know if I'll ever get over the like beauty of the scenery here at any given point during the day. Like right now it is 9:42 at night and it's still beautiful out. Even though it's kind of like gray, it's still like a beautiful vista. I would love to see this on a sunny day too. So yeah, today was fantastic. So tomorrow we're off to Juneau. We're gonna go to the Mendenhall Glacier. Excited to see that. It's supposed to be a world famous glacier. But yeah, as for us tonight, we're gonna go to bed. Good morning from Juneau, Alaska. We're headed to breakfast because we've got to meet up in about an hour for our excursion. We're gonna go to the Mendenhall Glacier and we're gonna do a whale quest. We're off to quest for some whales. Wanted to say thank you to Be Our Guest Vacations in collaboration with Disney for hosting us on this trip. Now we're headed to breakfast. We're gonna go to Cabanas real quick and just eat quick so we can run down there. Look at that. Today down in Cabanas, the special item is a bacon and egg croissant sandwich. Oh, I figured it out. He finally explained it to me. The reason that he wants to hold this is because he knows that he's helping to push the stroller.
Oh, he did?
So he's helping out, yeah. All right, welcome to Juneau, Alaska. So, Jackson, show me your number. You're number 19. We got assigned a number down in the theater. We ran down to the theater real quick. All we do is look for the number on the sign, and that'll lead us to which bus we're going to. All right, we found our 19 sign. First one's on the bus. Look at us.
Oh, it smells good in here.
Took the midnight bus going whale watching. We're already in Juneau.
The gold mines in Mount Roberts were active all the way up until the 90s.
Oh, that's interesting.
And there are more miles of tunnel from that gold mining in Mount Roberts than there are miles of paved road currently in Juneau. Downtown part of Juneau. This is where you get all your knickknacks, thingamabobs, memorabilia. There's a lot of jewelry here. I imagine it's just because it's one of the things that gets bought from the tourism season. The Red Dog is pretty famous. They have one Wyatt Earp's pistol on display there. There at the Red Dog, they also have an interesting practice where they put sawdust on the floor. Well, the main reason they had sawdust there is because in the olden days, when the miners would come out of the mountains and out of the rivers, they would pay for their drinks with the gold dust they collected. And putting the sawdust on the floor meant whenever they got tipsy and spilled some, the Red Dog made a little extra cash.
Speed limit was 5 miles an hour? Are we going that? All right, we've got our spot on the boat. And this is what we're seeing so far.
Can we go up?
I think we can go up right now.
Well, I just didn't with them. I figured this would be better because it's warmer.
Yeah, came up to the upper deck to see. There's also like an indoor section up here too. So this will be. Oh yeah, you were looking at me. They have like complimentary binoculars for you to borrow too, and Jackson's looking at me through them. When I first saw the amount of seats on here, I was concerned that there was going to be like a lot of people on here, but there's not. And there's plenty of room up on the upper deck for us to go out and look, but we also have really clear windows here to look out on, so if we see a whale, we'll be able to see it from the comfort of the heated interior too. So there's a naturalist on board with us, and they just said that people always ask about being swallowed by a whale, and she said it's impossible because she said that a whale's throat is only about the size of a grapefruit. This is a piece of baleen. It's basically like a humpback whale's teeth. Yeah, sort of. It's like their filter. So there's a bunch of these all packed right next to each other.
And they're different sizes all the way around their mouth. About 500 of them.
You just saw a whale off to the right. There it is.
Spout over here.
He's gonna put up his tail in just a second. Just keep looking out the window, Jackson. You ready? Right there. Do you see it? And one more breath. Might be a couple of them. There it goes. You ready? Going way down.
One of the most common whale behaviors that we see from these humpbacks, there's a blow or a puff of mist that's their exhale when they surface for air.
So that white spot we were just looking at in between those two mountains was Eagle Glacier.
We have a lot of glaciers here, about 3,900 glaciers, I'm sorry.
So they have 17 of the nation's largest peaks, including Denali at 17,000 feet. Buddy, we were at 1,600 feet. There's a mountain here at 17,000 feet.
Went back down under those clouds.
Wow, right? He's blown away.
So she was saying that the whales, the humpback whales, they come here to eat.
Anybody want to guess what the coldest temperature ever, and it was actually in 1971, what the coldest temperature ever recorded here was?
Negative 71.
No, it's close. Negative 80 degrees.
I was close. I said 79. 71? Oh.
She was saying that the whales travel from here, from Alaska to Hawaii, and that they do all of their eating here because this water is more densely populated with their food. Then they travel to Hawaii to mate, and then they'll have their babies there, and then they'll come back here, and on the way back the moms won't eat on the way from Hawaii to Alaska. They will only feed their babies.
Ooh, next year we should do a challenge, not the mating part, but we should do the Disney Whale Challenge where we go to Alani,
yeah,
and then we come back up here and go on an Alaskan cruise.
We try to find the whales that we saw.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Right.
So they did mention there's a website, so we've been taking a lot of videos of the whales that we've been seeing, and you can send those videos to happywhales.com, and then they will tell you information about the whale video, like the whale in the video that you sent. So she was saying that the whale that we've seen the most is named Kelp, and we saw him a bunch over in that other spot, and she was saying that they'll give you lots of information about kelp. So I thought that was pretty neat. It's called happywhales.com, and you can just go to that website and learn more about whales.
You can learn about kelp.
It was very cool though. So she was saying that she could tell that that was him by the shape of his tail.
Yeah, and the fluke. And they also have a book full of the different flukes.
Yeah, I took a pic. I'm going to put a picture up here, but I took a picture of it so you can see what we're talking about. But it was really neat. She knows a lot about these whales, and I thought that was really cool.
She's the naturalist on board. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Vivian, do you see them? Did you see it?
Yes.
Oh, mommy, jellyfish.
Parker, go put it in the chair.
They set out some local salmon dip for you to try.
They also have the recipe over there. I'm gonna take a picture of it. But it's a smoked salmon dip with cream cheese. Better than the crab dip at Tiana's.
Oh.
I know.
It's composed mostly of Sitka spruce and western hemlock. The Sitka spruce, you can tell it's the tree that it is because it's got the bright neon buds.
After a quick bus ride after the boat, we're here at the Mendenhall Glacier. See, this is beautiful. There's the glacier right there. And there's this huge waterfall over here.
Oh, there's people down there.
People down there by the waterfall?
Are those
Oh yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So we were just talking to David, and he was saying that was one of the longer trails, which we don't have time to do, but he said he thinks that's the one that takes you closer to the waterfall.
We found out that these spruce trees have these neon green tips on them, and those tips are edible. Here we go, mile 0. See how far we're taking the Nugget Falls Trail. I also want to point out this is a rare occasion for Juneau to have sunny days. They said that it rains 222 days of the year or something like that. So I think they said there's an average of 50 sunny days every year. So we got one of them. I'm like here for the moss covered logs. Little offshoot of the river here. I thought I heard the big waterfall, but maybe I was just hearing this little one. So the sign says, Romeo, the spirit of Juneau's friendly black wolf, lives on in this wild place. We're coming up on the waterfall. Look at how like aggressive. I don't even know what the right word for it is. But like that water is spraying out of there. Holy cow. Look at this. Holy cow. You just barely see the glacier still right there. We came right up to it. You can see all the rocks that this waterfall has carried down. It's so wild because this waterfall is here, you almost forget to turn around and look. Look at that. Back on the bus, headed back to the ship.
What I've always thought was the best answer is that the glacier is so blue because it'll be missing you guys.
Oh. And with the loud bus behind us, we've made it back to the port. As soon as we got back on the ship, gave me some hot chocolate. Man, today would be the day to be in the pool on the ship. It's 60 degrees, warm, sunny, a beautiful day here in Juneau. Look at the greens up in this mountain with the white snow up there. All right, we're back in the ship. We spent just a little bit of time relaxing. Oliver had a little nap, and now it's time for us to go down to Triton's for dinner. So that's where we're headed, level 3. There's a moth inside.
Maybe this one.
A wild Alaskan moth. Live piano music playing in the lobby. So this is the aged prosciutto with Parmesan, sun-dried tomato, and then there's garlic somewhere in there too. There it is. Roasted garlic.
This is the tomato and onion salad with beefsteak tomatoes and a red wine vinaigrette.
I'm here to see it. Oh.
Delicious. Thank you.
Enjoy your dinner.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank
Like
you.
whole lobster popped out of there. How did that even happen?
I don't know, it looks amazing.
So Jen got the lobster and I got the venison. There wasn't really anything on the menu that really appealed to me, so we're gonna give this a try.
This is a pretty heavy seafood menu.
Yeah.
So I also ordered the
Halibut.
halibut, yeah. It has a shredded potato, minted peas, and then like a little sour cream sauce.
We got chocolate molten lava cake. A la mode.
Thank you.
Oh, look at it go. Oh, buddy. Oh, look at it. It's erupting. It's lavaing. Oh, look at it go. What is it, an elephant? Elephant! Came back to the room after dinner, and I actually think we're gonna call it a night, just because I'm tired. It was a long day, big hike in the middle of the day and stuff. It's always harder when you're putting the kids to sleep, and then you're like laying in the darkness with them, and then it's like just ready to go to sleep. So might as well go to sleep. Okay, so I realized that an Alaska cruise is one of the more expensive cruises, but if you're a fan of whales, get a veranda room. Like, we just finished bath time and I walked outside and I was like, there's 6 whales outside. Something else right there too. Probably like some sort of little bird or something. I don't know, it just went under. Whatever it was. But like, we just came out here on the balcony and we're just watching whales. They were just kind of swimming back that way and diving down and stuff. I think they're done feeding for the day and now they're heading back to like their, they don't have like a house, you know, like, but they're just headed back in where the fish are. Maybe they're gonna go do more fishing in there, or gonna go sleep in there, because they do sleep. They sleep with half their brain turned off. It's called logging, is what they do. Is they kind of just like sit there and look like logs. But yeah, it's like you just leave your balcony open and you look outside and you'll see a whale. It was amazing. Plus, like, if you're not a fan of whales, you gotta be a fan of this view. You see the one right there just went down with its tail. Not that far away, but like, if you have binoculars, you'd be able to see it. I think next time I would bring 2 cameras, one with like an extreme zoom lens on it, and then this one with its regular lens on it. But yeah, there definitely will be a next time, for sure. This is amazing. When people say that Alaska is their favorite cruise, I'm always like, yeah, but like the beach and the Caribbean and everything. No, this is amazing. All right, back into the bathroom for this one. Everybody's asleep out there. The thing that's happening tonight is the Frozen show. I wasn't really like feeling the Frozen show. I'm kind of tired from the excursion, but what an excursion it was. We saw so many whales. We saw a little juvenile whale breaching. Then we saw a bear. I didn't get to get the camera out quick enough to show you guys the bear. It was on the side of the road as we were driving past. But yeah, there was a bear out there. It was great. We saw so many things. Oh, the glacier. Oh my gosh, Mendenhall Glacier. Amazing. Like, what sights, what views, what vistas. We had the perfect day for it too. And that waterfall was so amazing. It was a good hike. It was like a nice day out today too. And apparently tomorrow is supposed to be very similar to that in Ketchikan. So I'm excited to see this. So we are off to Ketchikan tomorrow. I want to say thank you to Be Our Guest Vacations in collaboration with Disney for hosting us on this adventure. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.